know you're at home thinking, I really want to move to Ghana, but I'm not sure. Well, these three young, powerful, intelligent women are going to talk to you about how they transitioned from America, from the UK, and why they are not going back. This one to my left, she's like, look, don't even try, I'm not going back. I've been here 7 years and I am not going back. I'm here for life. That is it. I'm going to have my children here, I'm going to get married here, and that is it. Then you have Kuukuwa, who's also from the UK, so we have two UK here, okay? Kuukuwa was in the UK. She's actually part of the Gooba team. And she said, Denta, she called me one day, she said, Denta, I'm going to Ghana tomorrow. I said, you're going to Ghana? She's like, yep. All the kids were packed up and we are setting off to Ghana. So, you know, I'm going to be joining you there. I was like, wow, okay. Then I have Iwa, who is from the US, and she's been here almost 4 years. She's into real estate and she has her own restaurant as well. So all three of you have set up something. You have a school. You've turned your mum's house into a school.
Sorry, Mum.
Did she agree to that?
Wow. We did it bedroom by bedroom.
Wow. All of you, what you have in common is that you've got a co-store.
Yes.
And you've got your restaurant and the real estate.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to people coming from the diaspora, setting up their business, one of the main issues or things that they're not sure how to do it is to get the right people to employ. How have you guys been able to get the right people to manage your business?
Imperial Homes Ghana in Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Home Standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence, safety, environmental sustainability, and cost efficiency. Imperial Homes, a signature of luxury.
Guba Card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Guba Card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses and shopping centers in Ghana. The Guba card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure and valuable.
Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705.
Visit www.gubadiaspora.com. Guba Card, the best discount card in Ghana.
Well, I didn't know anyone. So my skill set is research online. So I went on Gigi. Those days there was Jobberman as well. I don't know if it's still there. So put out an advert and word of mouth. So mostly in Ghana, word of mouth is how you get to find out staff, interview them. I had to change my interview process like every single time.
Wow. Why did you have to change the process?
So I would hire someone and they seemed to be great in the first interview, and I would say, okay, I'll hire you. After 1 month, you're like, why am I even paying them for this month? Because they didn't do anything. They didn't live up to those standards that they said they would. So I would change it and say, okay, after our interview process, I'll have you on for a day.
Okay.
So come with us for a day or a week and see how you fit in with the other staff and the children, and that would show a lot. And one day, you'd be surprised, can reveal a lot in a person.
Wow.
Yes. So, and after that, I would see whether I'd have them on for a probation period of 3 months or a month, and see how it works on for that, and before giving them an official contract.
Yeah, but your one is quite, you need to be quite strict on who you employ because children are involved.
Yes.
So do you do police checks? Obviously in the UK we'll be doing CRBs and stuff like that. So what's the process in Ghana?
Well, the process is very, very different. So even though you attain to police checks and check up with their references, they don't give the correct information. So even with me, even if I have a staff moving on to another business, they say, oh, please tell my new employers this and that and XYZ, and I'll say, I can't. You didn't come to work on time. But another employer would say, oh yeah, no problem, and they'd give them references that
Not true.
Yeah. So I train them, and I just do my own due diligence, get to know their families. In Ghana, it's very important to know where they come from. If anything happens to them or they do anything, you have a family or a pastor to go back to as their proper personal reference.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's how you've been
Yes.
able to. Wow. And how was the staff turnover?
Well, it's been very good. So I've had staff with me for like 5 years. I have a different method of training them and relating to them, and they're
What's
not
your
used
method?
to it.
Because people want to know. It's an area of struggle. Yeah. So people want to know, what's your method?
So with me, I make them know that being a staff is you're a shareholder. If the business doesn't do well, you don't get paid. So you're looking after children. We're a family. Don't look at them as a client, or don't have that detachment from them. We're attached. We get involved with the parents' welfare, the child's welfare. So I say, if the parent's not happy, they're not going to bring the child back to school. So therefore, we lose a parent and a family that could be with us for years. Then where's your salary going to come from? And how's your reputation? It's a small world. My dad always told me it's a small world. So how you treat people goes a long way. So with that, I train them. I talk to them like my little sisters. And yeah, that's how I get involved with them. When I get hard, it's because you really pushed me to the extreme, where I wouldn't want to fire you. I want you to get better. I want to give you more advice on how to treat children and their families, and how to just be respectful. Even if a parent comes shouting and complaining, just calm down. I'll help you out and we'll get through it. I'm a problem solver, so as soon as there's a problem, I'm quick to solve it.
Fantastic. Did you have a nursery in the UK?
In uni, and when I graduated, the recession hit. So my part-time job at B&Q became my full-time job. And I was like, how is this going to be my life? I can't do this. I just got married, had my first child, and I didn't want to stack shelves. It could be somebody's purpose, but not my purpose. So I said to my husband, how are we going to move? Let's see if we can come to Ghana for 1 month and see what happens. And a lot happened in 1 week. And when we were here, we're like, yep, our plane has gone. We're not going. No, not going back. No. The kids loved it. The quality of life here. They can go outside and play. In England, they're at home in front of the TV 24/7. They only leave the house to go to church, and it's like once a week. No life. As a young child growing, it's not healthy for me anyway. So yeah, made that move. And obviously coming to Ghana, you have to pay school fees. So if you live in a good area in the UK, public schools are not that bad. So that quality of education in Ghana, you have to pay for it. And I was like, we've just moved, we've saved up to just have a comfortable life. How paying school fees are a whole nother ball game. Hence, I was like, okay, let me homeschool the children.
So you were homeschooling.
Yes.
Wow.
And my husband saw a little boy outside the house, just on the street, trying to pick up aluminium. He's like, alumi, picking up scraps to sell. It's like, why are you not in school? So he said, come inside and learn with my kids. And his mum told the whole area, school waha. And that was my first tree lesson. I was like, hey, what's she saying? There's a school here. No, mommy, home school is different. So people started knocking on the gates. We heard there's a school here. How much is school fees? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Literally. So, and that's how, like I said,
it all started.
Bedroom after bedroom, we converted it. And yeah.
Wow.
It's been crazy. So some of our students are full scholarship because the parents can't afford for them to pay school fees, and then we opened it up to being private as well 3 years ago. So we also have private children, so it's a good balance.
And that's the thing about Ghana, right? That's why I asked her that question. Would you be doing this in the UK? She was stacking stuff in B&Q. Okay. No idea whatsoever about opening a nursery or a school in her mum's house. She took her mum's house and just I hope you're paying her.
She's one of the board members.
You
community.
She has an honorary
She's a board member.
You know, mom and dad are proud.
Good. Cooks, Kuukuwa, your transition from the UK to now having a coastal, moved all the kids to school, finding a school. How was all of that? The puzzles that you had to put together.
Especially as you were saying, school fees. That was one thing. Ding, 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 money.
Yeah.
Because 1, 2, 3 kids.
Yes.
So, December, just last December, we were like, you know what? The COVID has done us a favor. We've been home the whole time. Kids have been doing school from the internet, you know, over the iPad and everything. Charlie, let's try. Are you sure? Charlie, let's try. Okay, cool. Bought a ticket, and originally we were meant to come after Christmas, but then we were hearing some things like, oh, probably it's going to be another lockdown. Change it. Change our date, because we could change the date without paying anything.
Yeah.
And then we changed it around Christmas time. So we didn't even finish packing our stuff. Remember the flat and everything. We didn't finish packing our stuff. We just took the important things, shipped whatever we needed, or how many boxes we could pack, and then that's it. But the kids are like 10 and 7-year-olds, and you know, little babies. So the bigger ones, we didn't want to like scare them, like, oh, all of a sudden they're going to Ghana to live, they're not going to see their friends and everything. So I sat them down to speak to them that, listen, take it as an adventure. Don't be scared, or Ghana, you see lions and all these things. It's not true. Go and see the other children that are having fun. Try and see, you know, what's making them having a good life, or, you know, happy. And let's see. If you don't like it, tell mommy, tell daddy, and then we can work something out. And remember, the 10-year-old, she was in year 6.
Yeah.
So she was only left 6 months
Before,
to finish her primary school to go secondary school. So she was like, oh, Mom, what about me? You know, I'm almost done for my primary school. I said, yes, it's true, you're almost done. But if always give a reason or an excuse to delay something, we will never take the step we're meant to take. So you're doing online school anyway. Let's just go and see how it works out. And she said, okay. And funny enough, when we got here, March, that's when the results came out, her second choice of school accepted her, offered her a place. And when we heard the news, I asked her, oh, Jediah, the school that you wanted is offering you a place. Do you want to go and live with grandma and go to school? No, Mom, I've made friends here. I don't want to go. I was like, are you sure? All the McDonald's and all the things you like, it's going to be in London. No, Mommy, I'm fine. I'm really, really fine. I was like, okay, what should I tell the school? Tell them another school has accepted me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but before, your parents ain't sitting you down to talk to you about moving you to Ghana.
Yeah.
It'll be like, we are
We're
here.
going. That's
Yeah,
right.
like, no, we are going.
We're here, yeah.
We're here in Ghana, like, and that's it.
That's it.
But we're in a new age where, you know, Kuukuwa sat her children down and said, look, this is the situation, this is what we're going to do. And they made the decision in the end that they want to stay because they've enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good one to point out. Mademoiselle, so real estate for a woman, how is that, and what made you move from the US to Ghana?
For me, it was because I felt the time was right. And at the time, you know, our president, Nana Akufo-Addo, was campaigning to become president. So, you know, everything seemed like the perfect time to make that transition. And myself and the kids, we thought, well, you know what, we've tried it here. I mean, they were born in the US, but I felt, you know, I've tried it here. I came to school, college, you know, did all of that, worked. So why not come and try it in Ghana for 10 years, you know, see how it goes. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, you know, at least we could always go back. So we decided to make the transition. I think my kids are a bit older. I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old. So for us, it was they were a bit more understanding. The only part they sort of struggled with was having to convince their friends that no, there are no lions and like giraffes on the streets. So we had to go through all of those, emotions and, kind of help them feel at ease with the process. And then they had to take the lead with my mom. So they came and then I had to wait and ship sort of the last of our stuff over. And so when they got to Ghana, they called me and the first thing they said was, "Oh my God, Mom, there's a whole head of sheep and goats." And I was like, okay. She's like, "Oh my God," it's so excited. I was like, okay. I was like, "Oh wait, there's more." Have you seen the chickens yet? So they were pretty excited about that experience, that exposure. And for them, I think it was the fact that they could go out and play and just kind of not be afraid. And coincidentally at the time there was a whole lot of school shootings in the US as well, so it was definitely a sigh of relief for me, for them to feel that comfortable and safe in Ghana. So we made the leap, and real estate, because prior to transitioning to Ghana, we'd made some investments in land banking and buying parcels of land in different areas around the city. So, and we had a few business ideas. The restaurant was just sort of like along the way, but we also have a security company where we do private security. We have a commodities company too as well, where we're into commodities here and there. It's sort of small scale, but it's growing.
Wow.
And then a delivery company as well. Those were some of the things that were part of it. So, but then the real estate part was the one that actually took off. And for me, it was born out of besides buying the land, it was born out of my own personal experience of just having a horrible time trying to buy land in Ghana the first time around. So after that experience, I was like, what, if I can help anybody not go through the same experience I went through, losing all of this money from buying land, then I think that it will be a good business. I'll feel, I'll be better fulfilled in doing that. So with that said, I started, thinking about registering the business, getting all of that started, and then started marketing in the US before I came down. And for a lot of people that knew me, they have the confidence in my ability and based on sort of my reputation there. So it was very easy for me to make that transition. And since then, when I got home, I found out a lot of people would call me from there, wanting real estate advice or wanting to do stuff in Ghana with regards to real estate. So that was sort of how.
To touch on your point again, when you're in the US or UK, you're not having, you've mentioned about 4 other things that you're doing. Right. You're concentrating on one thing in the UK, maximum 2.
Yes.
Okay, but I think Ghana allows you to do other things. You find that, oh, actually, I've got a talent in this. I can actually also do this and manage this, and that's the opportunity in Ghana. That's what you get here. You become more creative when you're here. Cooks. You've got a co-store. Before the show started, we was talking about different prices, right? You might get quoted different prices of different things, but if you go, maybe it's a bit different. Okay. So how has that been, like getting prices of items or registering your company or this and that? How has that been?
So we opened the cold store just on the 13th of August, so not long ago. I'm a freshie in it. Thank God my husband did most of the registrations and stuff. So day one, I was the one, at the cold store, running the cold store. My first 3 customers, they were very happy. That's because instead of pounds, I gave them things in kilos. So for instance, one person asked for the price that was for pork, 5 times of it. And I said, sure, why not? And we gave them 5 kilos of pork instead of 5 pounds of pork. And he came again saying, oh, my brother likes, the same pork that I had. And I was like, yeah, your brother will get the same pork, however, not for the same price as you did. I was like, oh, so I got a better deal. Yes, you did, mate. So yes, then I sent out, some of my stuff without our T-shirt and logo to go and do research. which obviously we should have done before. But, you know, when you see online the prices, I assumed, you know, it all meant kilos, because that's what I am used to, that kilos. So we got the local scale and everything. And funny enough, the customers understood. You know, from the third, fourth customers, they understood. When it comes to buying the actual goods from Tema Harbour or wherever you go, we have a colleague of mine and my husband himself to go and do the selection. But along the side, I've realized that customers, depending where you have your business, the local people are used to certain brands, whereby your online customers don't mind. So the local ones know the prices. So if you mention this price that you're selling, they'll be like, no, the other ones are selling this for this. And it's this brand, which that's not the brand we got. We got a bit more expensive one, which they don't understand. So we have to then give them a good deal, you know, not to lose them and not for them to spread the word that, oh, they're too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, and making friends with the wachi sellers and all these people, of course. They use all the meat that we sell.
It's true.
Yes, definitely.
So that is what you've been doing.
I also opened a restaurant with my husband.
Excuse me.
Yes. So my parents had an old container sitting in front of the land.
Your parents, yeah, have done you good.
Honestly.
Mum and dad. God bless you. Mum's Ghanaian and dad's Nigerian, and you people did it now. Because this girl has rebranded your house, and now your container, she's turned it into a restaurant.
Yes.
And is that on the board of the restaurant as well?
Yes.
He's the board of directors.
Definitely.
Okay. So tell us about that.
We had this old container, so we took all the stuff out that was like, rubbish. And then my husband designed it and we started a restaurant. But before we started, we had to get a permit. So we went to the, I can't remember what the department it's called, but we went there and they were like, to put the container there, you have to pay. And they started from 7,000 or 9,000 cedis, and we're like, why? We're just putting a container there. They're like, yes, but you have to pay for the land fee. And we're like, okay. So we just negotiated with them, and we managed to get it down to 1,500 cedis.
No, wait. How do you go?
That's not even a joke.
No, wait, Amy, come on. Let's be serious here.
Yes.
It started at what price?
9,000, 7,000.
They quoted you 9,000 Ghana cedi,
Yes.
and you got it down to 1,000 what?
500 cedis.
Which is, they started off at nearly $2,000.
Yes.
So 1,500, 600.
Yeah.
And you brought it down to 200, 300?
Yeah.
$300.
But wait for the receipt.
Yeah.
When the receipt came through, 300 cedis.
What?
Yeah.
That's $50.
$50?
Yeah.
No. No, talk to me. What happened?
Yeah. So basically, they know how they sort themselves out, but the official receipt, so how much they're supposed to charge, is 300. Yeah.
But you gave them 1,500.
Yes. But it could have been 9. What if I had 9,000? If I had 9,000, oh, okay. I'm starting a business. It's part of the budget. This 9,000 is not bad. But I was like, no. I don't have that. I need to put the money into the business. So yeah.
So bargain, guys. Whatever you do, whatever price that people give you, make sure that you cut it into half at least. Yeah. Because sometimes, like any other country, they do try and top up so that they can make some profit, right? So how is the restaurant going, and how is, managing, buying the products? Do you buy it yourself? Do you get them to buy it? How was that?
Yeah, so in the beginning it was very stressful because you have to buy it yourself, because if you give the staff market money, they won't tell you the original price in the market. They'll even tell you, oh, it's increased, everything has gone up, dollar has gone up, so it also has gone up. Tomatoes have gone up. So you have to once in a while go to the market and see the price for yourself if you get too busy going every week. So yeah, that's been okay. Paying business permits, that's a whole nother thing as well. We opened in December and a lady said, oh, just open and the relative departments will come to you to pay whatever fees you have to pay. So business operating license came and they were like, yeah, you have to pay for the whole year. It's 300 cedis. I was like, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I paid it. Then they came again in February. And I was like, oh, but I just paid you for 1 year. Shouldn't that be from December to December? They're like, no. Our 1 year is from January to December. So I paid 300 cedis for 10 days of a license.
What?
So yes, that's another lesson I learned. So me thinking I paid for a whole year, it's the year for them is from January to December. So they were like, okay, we'll have pity on you. We'll come back in May. So we'll give you time to, sort of gather the money again to pay it. Yes. So they have the Christmas ones that come out. They know you haven't got your license and you just started. So they take advantage of that. You don't know. But yeah, now I know.
Now you know. You've learned from that.
Yes.
And that's the thing. You learn a lot in Ghana very quickly. From this situation. It's never going to repeat itself.
Never.
Because you know.
Yes.
So what about the restaurant staff?
Yeah, so restaurant staff, it is quite hard to come by good staff. I say Ghanaians are rich, they don't need jobs. Because there are certain things you do, I'm like, in the UK, would have fired you immediately. But they're just so casual. So you have to get used to adjusting. So shift work. So, okay, you're the morning shift, the other one's the evening shift. And luckily we've had a good relationship with our head chef, who was trained by a Chinese chef, so he has a different flavor to the food. So with him, we've trusted him to run it. So, to this extent, he's running it right now, so I can focus on the school. So luckily, I've been blessed to have that relationship with him. So yeah, everything's running well. And yeah, my husband owns a recording studio, record label, so we're into music as well, artist management. In Ghana, multiple streams of income. In England, from stacking shelves to thinking I'll be owning 3 different businesses and thinking of I have a farm as well, I want to farm. You wouldn't think of these things. You wouldn't,
absolutely.
The creativeness has really come through being here. Absolutely. It's amazing.
Fantastic. And I'll touch on the point of, grocery shopping. Yeah. So there's this woman that comes to cook for us at home. Okay, I've sent her 300 Ghana cedi and I'll be like, Ma, me pe jollof rice, me pe fish stew, contemporary stew, and fry some chicken. So the next week I'm like, Ma, I've sent her 300. I'm like, Ma, I just want jollof rice and chicken. She won't give me no change. But wait, I gave you the same amount for 300 Ghana cedi. Transport. And
you get a lot more jollof.
We're only doing 2 things.
A lot more jollof.
No, Pensisano, did you want to change? I'm like, they automatically think that you're rich.
Yeah.
And so you can afford this 300. Yes. So I'm not giving you any change.
Right.
That's basically it.
Right.
And there's no us sitting down on the table having a conversation about this. Yeah. So now I stick to the 4 things because because my money will not come back to me. So we stick to it, and that's the thing. You need to. It's hard to find trustworthy Ghanaians. Which is a shame to say, and it's not nice to say. There are some good ones, but it's hard to find that person. But when you do find the right person, they're the best. They will treat you good. They will look after you and make sure that everything is going on really, really well. Right. So what are some of the other challenges that you've been through whilst being in Ghana, and what would you do about it to kind of change that? What could you do?
Probably childcare.
Thank God our clothes store is close to home.
Okay.
Where I can pop in and see if it's okay. And it also helps when they start school. Because once they're in school, I know they're good. So I work around the time that they'll be back from school, where I could be home and look after my kids. Okay. If there are events that, kids are not allowed, yes, fair enough, then I get somebody to watch them. If not, they're always with me wherever I go.
Okay. All right.
I think for me, it's security. And it's partly because I have a security company, but also because we had an experience with armed robbery, and unfortunately that is a reality in some of the neighborhoods and the areas. So just understanding that regardless of where you live, it could be a gated community or not, you still need to be more sort of security and safety averse, and make sure that you are well protected. Whether it's equipping yourself with the apparatus, the security fence, whatever the need is, make sure that you have that, because there's a very fine line between safety, feeling safe and feeling unsafe, and sometimes that can be a difficult situation.
Okay, sis.
I would say some basic needs. So when I came 7 years ago, it was during the era. And having no light for 24 hours and then having light for 12 hours, it was tough. And that's usually most people's breaking point. They're like, I'm going back. But we were like, okay, buy a generator, find how to service it. With the water, it doesn't flow every day. So we bought a water pump, put that in place. Find out where the gas station is, because it doesn't come through the pipe like in the UK. When I tell my builders or people that I know locally, oh, ours, it comes through the pipe. They're like, wow, like, yes, like how water comes, gas comes. They're like, no, you don't have cylinders. So yeah, learning that system of getting down to the nitty gritty, going to the gas station, filling up your gas cylinder. It's been a learning curve, but I still love here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still love it. And you know, like I said, you guys are doing many things, right? What other opportunities have you seen in Ghana?
So many. So many. You can't do it all. So you have to choose what you can do, soar with that, and then choose another thing and then take that off, because in Ghana there's so many opportunities. And coming from abroad, I always tell my friends, when you come, the fact that you've been exposed to certain training, a different type of life, a different kind of mindset, when you come here, it's different. And it's what I wish we could train our locals here to that standard. And it will change. The system will change. We just have to really come over and put our input, our expertise, and help our nation.
Customer service, what is not very common here or very much practiced here and very normal over there, to bring it here. You can even be a customer service trainer, you know, train staff in companies. And that's something that maybe you don't have a certificate from over there, and do it here.
I think for me, what I ask people to think about is the fact that, you know, you should see Ghana is a developing country. You're coming from a developed country. That is the difference. So everything that you're used to, the convenience of it there, we don't have it yet in Ghana. So think about all of those loopholes. And we were just talking about handyman, like having an industry or a business that caters to, you know, having a plumber, electrician, all of those in one company. So if I call you, I know I can get all of these services within that. The same goes for, you know, like maintenance on our roads. You know, I think my car broke down once and my kids were like, oh, let's call AAA. And I was like, well, AAA is not in Ghana. So what are we going to do? But being, you know, having the liberty to have those services in place is sort of what people should think about when you're coming, you know, from the diaspora, because you have all those services there to make life comfortable for you here in Ghana. Maybe perhaps you should go into a business like that, and you know, it would work out.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. I forgot about AA. Like RAC, like you just call them and they're at your service. And you're right. The other day I was thinking, I need a carpenter. You know, like who's it? And like you said, things from word of mouth. So you just call someone to be like, have you used a carpenter? You know, and then you'll get the right carpenter to come and help you. Now, if you were to advise another diasporan who is considering, you know, making that transition, what advice would you give them? And by the way, we've got food coming. Okay, you know, the Green Lounge, they do this. They give you good food, and you know, they give you food that you miss when you're in London. Like, you know, you tend to have. Because we're used to the wachi, the fufu and all that. Okay, but here you have the continental kind of. Very nice. So they'll be bringing that very shortly. Okay. But carry on.
Don't take what you are learning or what you're going through abroad for granted.
Okay.
Honestly, don't. You may be working in ID or whatever. What you are learning there, you can definitely put into practice here. Even open a business from what you've learned in here. Don't take it for granted.
For me, I would say it's great to network. Your networking, I mean, network is it's basically your wealth in Ghana. So networking with the right people, but also people with, you know, similar experiences. I find that we're able to help each other, and I have a, you know, a good network of people who have also relocated here. And when I hear somebody's coming, I'm quick to say, hey, you know, come, let's meet, let's, you know, chat and see how best we can help each other. That's been a blessing. So networking is super important. Knowing the right people, it decreases the frustration. And helps you get around and get things done a lot more smoother. So.
Absolutely. Amy?
I would say getting to know the locals really well, because I feel like as I tell my mum, I'm not an expat in Ghana. I'm not living the expat life. I make cities, I earn cities, I spend in cities. Yes. And so if we keep converting, don't convert to pounds or dollars. That's number one rule. In 2019, I heard all the foreigners going, oh, it's only £2. No, it's still expensive in Ghana cities. We don't sell water for £2. Yeah. It's one city usually. Yeah. So with that, you know, don't convert to pounds. Get to know through networking, get to know the exact price you're paying for certain things. And yeah, I think networking is key really. So you know what you're paying for, you get advice, like recommendations as well is very important. If you see something you like, ask the person who built your house, where did you register your house? That's key, because a lot of people want to buy land, build houses, buy houses, and they get swindled. But it's just from knowing people and getting advice as well. Yeah.
Each of you, if you were in a position of power, what one thing would you change?
The roads.
The roads?
Yes.
Okay.
In somewhere Kumasi Road, please. Yes.
Okay. You would fix the roads.
The roads.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I'll change the wage system, the way we get paid.
The wage system.
Yes, the way we get paid, the way we pay our staff, because there's got to be some value tied into what you're getting paid. And you know, and value for money. So if you know that if you're being paid on the hour, you'd show up to work on time because you know you have to put in the hours. The same way, if you know that you're being evaluated based on your performance, you will put in the work. So I think that whole system would be a good way to reform our country, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I would change education system, which is why I'm really passionate about what I'm doing, because I feel like that's the foundation of everything. If we teach our children what they're to expect in future. We had Career Day last week or 2 weeks ago, and a little boy said he wants to be a soldier. I said, why? He wants people to salute him and give him money. I was like, okay. Now that was like, wow. I was like, if children are saying this at that age,
money.
Yes.
Saluting.
Primary 3, you know, and if we're talking about fix our country and the child is saying this is his reason of being a soldier, there's a lot to fix. And so changing the mindsets of the children is where it's key. I feel foundation. Ghana used to have a really strong educational system. I don't know where it went wrong, but now I'm getting teachers applying for jobs and they can't even read a basic storybook.
Wow.
And they've completed the University of Ghana with a degree.
How?
Yes. And they're willing to work for 300 cities. I said, I can't even do that to you.
It doesn't even sound right.
No, it doesn't. But they are. And some have worked in nurseries for 10 years on 350 cities a month. I wonder. So that needs to change. From that, they have to know their worth. They have to know where they're going, and they have to be prepared for that. So that's why I have a preparatory school. So I'm going to prepare you so that when you get to the top, you know what to expect. You know your value. You know your self-worth. It's important.
So the three of you, any regrets so far? Do you think you're really in it for the long run?
Yeah, I wish I had come earlier.
You wish you had come earlier?
Yeah.
You sure?
Proper.
What's it proper? Any regrets?
No, but I would certainly say that it is an adjustment. So if you're able to think of it that way, as an adjustment, you'll be fine. Yeah.
We had this conversation. No regrets. I mean, see the food, the drinks, the weather. I bet people are in the rain right now, like with their coats. No, we're loving life.
Christmas people are coming, so they're saving the money for it.
Yes. Christmas. Oh my God. So now I think we've got the food here.
Yay.
Ooh. But which one of you is the ones that have been eating wachi or dokro in the mornings?
Wow.
Fufu.
In the morning?
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
Fresh salmon, please.
I think for me, because my restaurant we do wache kilewil and suya. It's like wache all day, any day.
Yeah, with shito.
I know, right?
Who ordered the prawns?
Me.
Okay.
Thank you. This looks really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yummy.
Yes, nicely presented as well.
Crispy.
Are you eating those type of foods in the morning?
No.
Yeah, because how
my
like how
tea
do you
and coffee.
function? How are you going to function looking after kids?
Coffee.
Any favorite food?
Fufu and palm nut soup.
Okay.
Abenquine.
Abenquine.
Yes.
No.
I'm the burger.
Burgers for
yes.
Mademoiselle.
Thank
So
you.
she's gone for burger and chips, obviously.
Yes.
UK people, yes. McDonald's, you miss your McDonald's and your Burger King.
Original Burger King.
McDonald's fries, Sunday. Oh my god.
But what do you think
Apple
about
pie.
the apple pie? Oh, apple pie.
Crumble and custard.
Ah. Anyway, well, let's enjoy the Ghana moment, yeah? Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so let's tuck in.
All right.
I don't know. Is your, oh, there's more coming? Oh, yes, there's more coming. Let's dig in.
Ooh.
It looks very nice.
It does look nice.
So whenever you want to take a guest out, there's a beautiful place.
This is
Yes,
a lovely. I love
very
it.
nice.
I love it.
Honestly,
I love it.
Yeah.
the lights, the chairs,
Everything.
it's
Everything.
just beautiful. Okay, so let's tuck in. Bon appetit.
All right.
Merci. Bon appétit.
Guten Appetit.
Yes.
The German has come.
What do you think? Good?
Nice.
Taste that jollof rice.
It's weird eating chips with fork.
So we are at the Green Lounge, so we've got jollof rice, we've got, I think it's lamb chops, we have burger and chips, onion rings, we have prawns, we have fried prawns here, chips and everything. Looks really tastes good? Yeah?
Very good.
So whenever you come from the UK, USA, Canada, wherever it is, make sure you stop by at the Greens Lounge in Tema Community 9 and have a lovely time here. But I hope that you've enjoyed the conversation and not just the food that we're having right now. And I hope that you are having a thirst for Ghana. I hope that all of you will come and transition back to the motherland. See you soon. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.